Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Delays and welcome to Material Energy Natural Capital as I throw my pick to the ground. Welcome back to Material Energy Natural Capital. In the last episode, we were working hard on making a couple of new tools, specifically the osmium lumber axe, excavator, and hammer, and was trying to mess with our Quarry, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it was called. I was trying to mess with our quarry, and between episodes, I've done a lot of work. So I have a little bit of cobblestone because I've been clearing out some areas. The first one that I cleared out was not too bad. It's this big area. So from here all over, I cleared this out and flattened it out because we're going to be using this for our very first factory. We're going to set up a couple of different production lines type of things. Nothing too major yet, but things that are important. The other thing that I decided we're going to need, because I also cleared out the mountain range up here. I got rid of that completely, which was kind of nice. And as you can see, our quarry is actually working. I cleared out the top part that it was destroying. So let's go take a look at that real quick. I cleared out a lot of land. I just hopped on here for a couple hours one night and just played for a while. Just digging. As you can see, our tools, especially our excavator, have seen better days. And I cleared out all the trees that were over there, which gave us a lot of wood. But I'm not going to take advantage of the fact that the trees are broken and grow very quickly. But I am going to use them. Like, I'm not going to not use them. But yeah, the quarry is starting to work. It is incredibly slow, but we can improve that later once we get more power generation. But yeah, it's currently working pretty good, actually. We'll take the cobblestone. We're going to need that. We're going to need a lot of cobblestone. In fact, that's what we're going to make the factory floor out of, so it looks a little bit nicer. But there's one last thing that I decided we're going to need, and that is a storehouse. So we're going to make a storehouse as well that is... sole purpose is going to be storing mass quantities of items and basically having things prepared to send out for all of the, like, let's get to the quest, the capitalism stuff. Sending out 256 dirt. That actually might be something we do today because I have a lot of dirt. But yeah, so I cleared out this area and this is going to be the storehouse. Now, I don't know how I'm going to make the mountain look. I might just kind of clear it out and have this building sitting here. The entrance is going to be around here-ish. It'll be the front of the building here. And I don't know what I'm going to make them out of. I just have these factory blocks to begin with. Because we're going to have a lot of those, but I was looking into it, and factory blocks are both cheap and expensive at the same time. They only require 2 iron plates and 2 stone plates, and you get a stack of them for fairly little energy, but it requires the assembly table. And we're not quite there yet. We're going to have... Okay, so kind of my plan. We're going to have a lot of different buildings around that will do different things. This mod pack is supposed to be a lot like Factorio, which if you've ever seen that game or played it, it's all about factory building. And so we're going to build factories. This first one is going to have our creosote, and we're going to make stone plates, and potentially other things later. Our storehouse will store mass quantities of items, and we might even have them like transferring back and forth. Maybe we'll use rail lines. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how bad it is to make. We have railcraft, so... No, that's Natura. We have railcraft, so that's something that could be kind of cool. So yeah, we can do some neat things with rails. I don't know how bad these are going to be. Are they the standard recipes? Activator rails. Wooden tracks. If you want to be cheap. Yeah, we should be able to... I want to see... Oh, they're called tracks. Standard rails. Rolling machine. Yeah, that's not that bad. So yeah, we will be able to make rail lines. And that could be kind of cool to have our factories basically have a rail line system to our storehouse that just automatically puts everything in. That'd be kind of cool. We'll have a greenhouse. The greenhouse is going to be over here. That's going to be primarily growing crops. We'll probably have another factory over there doing something else, and it's just going to be a lot of different buildings. And we'll kind of go around the world with our quarry to get whatever resources we need. So that's kind of the general idea of everything. By the way, this is all the dirt that I collected. So we have a lot of dirt, and that's why I want to have some mass storage. So let's think. First things first. Let's start working on a little bit of building. And for that, we're going to want our diamond wand. And I would like, as you can see, I have a couple stacks of wood, a bunch of gravel. We have a lot of stuff. We're going to need to make a chisel, which I think just requires a piece of iron. If I actually, or we could use a diamond. Let's go ahead and use a diamond. Get a diamond chisel. And that'll be nice and good. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to make, I usually go for these panel type stuff. Just because I like them with this version of chisel. So that's what we're going to do. And we just need to, these guys have nice connected textures. They look really nice. I love them. But we're just going to build a little bit of an area to start working. And with the builders one, it makes it really easy. So we can, yeah, we're going to need a lot of stone. But that is, you kind of get the gist. And we'll probably light things up more than anything just for the sake of lighting. At some point, we'll have walls and a ceiling and all that kind of fun stuff. There are no mob spawns though, so we don't have to worry about that. So we'll need to get more cobblestone, and let's just get a few more stacks. I don't want to turn all of the cobblestone into the floor, but we do need to get a little bit so that we can start working in here. And so what we're going to do is, I think we'll have our production line for this just right here. Let's go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more blocks. And then I also want to put down the floor for the storehouse, which will also be this stone. It looks better than just normal cobblestone, but I don't really want to go expensive and use anything else. So we're just going to do something like this, and we'll probably use factory blocks, but I don't know what type yet. Okay, so that floor is literally 1 block away from being done. Alright, well, we're gonna break that, we're gonna chisel it, and we're just gonna get that taken care of. Alright, so at the very least the floor here is good. And eventually, by the way, we'll also have animal farms, probably in here-ish, somewhere a little bit away. But we don't have enough storage right now for what we want. So, do we like any of the factory blocks? Do I like any of the factory blocks, I should say? Honestly, no. I kind of hate the factory blocks. But we're going to have to use them. Rusty metal plates. Let's see what these look like. And let's see what... these and these. That is way too busy. I don't like that. Okay, so how about these? I can live with that. Or that's just kind of a blank wall. If we want to make it look nice, we could do this with something in between every once in a while. But I think we're going to go for at least now the fancy circuit blocks. So let's get these all switched over. And we're just going to get rid of these guys for right now. They're just kind of there for placeholders. But what we're going to see, and I don't know how good this is going to be, but let's... man, I clicked the wrong thing. Alright, well, luckily I don't have any more stone in my inventory, so we can just get rid of all of that and be done with it. So let's just do something like this. And that's all the blocks we have. That's fine. So we're going to set up some storage type stuff in here. And it will be subject to change. But I want to experiment with a mass storage container. So we have these caches. And, or cache, however you want to say it. These are not bad. They're pretty cheap. It's tin and wood. We can upgrade them very easily. And they go up to 640,000 blocks. So, not too bad. Although these are expensive, they require Enderium, and Enderium is not going to be fun to get. So, yeah, we can definitely do that. The reinforced ones are a lot cheaper, that just require hardened glass, and they hold 160,000. So, that's not too bad. What I want to try is these item barrels, which requires more wood, but just iron. So let's cook up a little bit of iron. And we have some wood. And I realize we need to get the other thing we're going to need. You know what? Can we make... I wonder. Can we make a crafting calculator? No, but there's a chance to get them. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we are going to make a calculator today, so that's going to be important. Something else, while we're waiting for the iron, I want to get a silky jewel, and I want to put it on our hammer so that we get stone instead of cobblestone. And then we might make another hammer later that will be for getting cobblestone. But the reason is, the stone plates require stone. So, obviously, if we can get stone a little bit easier, then it'll be better. So we just need 2 of those. We're going to need an emerald and 4 aluminum brass, actually, and some string. That is where we don't have. Obviously, because we don't have spiders to kill or anything like that. So let's see if we have enough stuff to get string. Also harvest all of our crops. I need to do this more often, and eventually we will automate it, so it won't be that big of a deal. Alright, poison potato. Put all this stuff away. I have so much stuff in my inventory right now. It's a little ridiculous. Alright. So this stuff will give us... we're going to need what? We're going to need 4 silky cloth, which is half a stack of string. Ugh. That is a little bit better. We can get... It's shapeless for 1. 2 string for that. Let's take all the cotton, and we'll make as much string as we can. Let's make sure there's not... Nope. Can we use wool to get string? I don't know if... I mean, we can, but I don't know that we can do it yet. Probably not. And it'll probably require a machine or a wool gin, which is not something I really want to make yet. Okay. So all the colors, crushers, crafting calculator. So yeah, we can't do anything with wool yet, but let's go ahead and try to get some string. And we're gonna try to use this machine all we can. I had an issue. I broke some chests, and they didn't show up in my inventory. Excuse me. They didn't show up in my inventory, so I was a little confused, to say the least. And I'm hungry. Real life too. So let's put some stuff away. We're gonna put factory blocks away for now, and let's start working on the item barrel, because I want to see how these guys work and how good they are. So to get an item barrel, we're gonna need some slabs. And I guess I picked those up. Nice and easy. And then we're gonna want slab, oak, and that. And there we go. So we have our first item barrel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in here. And if I remember correctly, these are actually really cool. I just have to remember how they place like that. But I believe these are the like precursors to all the barrel mods ever. There might have been some other barrel mods, but this was one of the first. Yeah, so we can store mass quantities very easily. So let's, real quick, we're gonna make another barrel. And before we do anything else, we're just going to come over here and put down some supplies so that we can get on with everything else. And by the way, I will probably clean up a lot of the gravel and whatnot. I will do that later though. So we just need 2 more iron, and we'll get 1 that we can use for stone plates. I actually want to get 2 more, so if we have 4 iron, which we do, that'll be perfect. Now we are going to need to get some more iron, so I'm going to start working, wrong place, start smelting that in just a moment. And we need more logs. Alright, so that will work for now. And yeah, we can put these guys away. We'll grab a piece of string, and I guess let's go ahead and make the rest of the string that we can. So one of these barrels will be for stone plates, and one will be for stone. We'll see how that works soon enough, because I'm not entirely sure how I want it to work. But let's just do that. Throw it on the ground, and that is not nearly enough. Okay, so we're going to leave this in here. We're going to leave the string in there. And as I get more string, we'll start working towards the silky jewel. So that will be a project. Let's go ahead and get some more iron cooking up. What's going to be the best way? I also need to get those berries set up at some point. So we have some iron ore gravel. We can crush it and double it. But if we smelt it, it's only 1. So yeah, we need to crush it. Put the lignite coal in there, and that'll be fine. So in order to get the stone plates, we're gonna try to use a reinforced furnace, and we're gonna move basically all of our machines over there to the factory. But before we can do that, we're gonna need a calculator, and so let's get some stone cooking up, and then this iron dust. I don't have anything automatic for this yet, so we're going to continue to use furnaces. But soon enough, we will hopefully be able to start working on getting things a little bit more in the powered section rather than not. So let's get all of this stuff cooked up. And let's go check on our quarry. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble remembering the name of a quarry today, but I am. So yeah, our storehouse will have mass quantities of items like dirt that we can send off. And I guess one thing we can do while we're waiting for some stuff to cook, we have a lot more dirt and cobblestone, which is good. So it's not getting very far yet, but it will. And since it's completely passively powered, it's literally just going to be a matter of time. And eventually we will get better quarries, we'll get better power, and it will all be a lot faster. So that's kind of the idea. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to come back here, and we're going to, grab some iron. I guess this smelts 5. That's probably not enough. Let's get 2 sets. We'll put the rest of the iron dust in there. Because we're gonna need some iron probably. We're gonna want a lot of different things. I don't know if we're gonna want any more barrels for now. We'll see. 2 should be enough. 1 for the stone, 1 for not. So we're going to make a calculator, and this is actually a quest. So let's take a look at the B list. So we need a calculator, and these are pretty cool. They do different things. We're going to need a screen, which is just some cobblestone and redstone. So we need a single piece of redstone. We're going to need 2 buttons there, and then 4 buttons. So we're going to need 6 buttons in total. And that should be easy enough. And everything else we should be able to do just right over here. So, cobblestone. There is the screen. Cobblestone with buttons. That will give us the calculator assembly. Screen, 2 buttons, and that will give us the calculator. Perfect. So we just need to charge this guy up. He stores a little bit of energy, and then we can use this guy to make some certain things. Specifically, we're going to need, so the power cube is actually really easy. So we make a furnace, and we do 1 of those. That gives us the power cube. And then we'll need reinforced stone, which we get from cobblestone and logs. So we just need 2 sets of these, and that's all we're going to do. But by the way, we should have the quest. We're going to get a power cube. They're cheap enough that doesn't matter. The info calculator, which is nice. And then there's some stuff that we can get later. I'm not too worried about that right now. I just want the powered furnace, the reinforced furnace. So that requires this. And we can always make a second one. Put that in there, and there we go. There's the reinforced furnace. You know what? Let's go ahead and make a second one. Oh, it's cobblestone, not stone. I was like, why isn't that working? Because I put the wrong thing in there. Alright, so let's get 2 reinforced furnaces, and those are going to be what we use to make the stone. So we have everything cleared out. We can put the info calculator can actually go in here. These guys can go in here. And before we do anything else, we're going to take some quest delivery systems. And these guys are going to be the other main staple in here. We'll set up some systems to transfer items. But you kind of get the gist of that. And I will fill this guy back up later. And I will probably use nothing but barrels because they are a little bit cheaper. Iron is definitely easier to get than tin right now, especially a lot of tin. And I believe these hold 64 stacks. I could be wrong on that. I'm not entirely sure how many stacks of stuff they hold. Right, that's what I wanted the iron for. Do we have enough iron? I don't think we do. 10. We're going to need 7 more. Alright, so let's get this guy going back. Since we know that it smelts 5 up, we'll do that. Okay. So, yeah, because I want to move these guys, the coke oven bricks, or the coke ovens rather, we're going to need to do some stuff. So, we're going to have a production line, and this is going to be fun. And we'll ramp it up eventually. But before we do anything, we are going to want to move this stuff. So do I have a wrench or something? Also, we need to eat. We're getting hungry again. I might have a wrench in here. I have a hammer. And that's it for now. So, okay. Let's see. Do we have a wrench? We have a Magneticraft wrench. That's not... We might need that, actually. What I want is a crescent hammer. Will this work? Okay, this works. We'll just grab all this stuff. This we can break. This we can break. And our inventory's full. Okay. So I'm going to put this stuff in here to be dealt with later. We'll need that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our power and all that kind of stuff over here. I guess for now, let's just set this guy up right here. And he can see the sun, everything's good. We'll have our cyclic assembler and our rolling machine. Here is fine. And we'll get them powered. And this stuff we'll kind of deal with later. A little bit better. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna have just a pretty simple... Actually, let's send these guys down a little bit farther. And then we can move this. A lot of this stuff is going to be kind of a temporary setup until I kind of get happy with how everything is going to be placed and whatnot. Let's put you here. And you can see the sun. Really? Okay. I realize this is not nearly as wide as I thought it was, so let's put it here. I might... Let's do that real quick. Let's get rid of these. I'm so indecisive. There we go. And then these guys will move over here. The cyclic assembler is important because it gives us crafting. I'm going to avoid using the auto workbenches as much as possible just because I've had issues with them. Let's go up there and break the gravel. That was really weird. Kind of got stuck. Oh man, how do I get up there even? You know what? When in doubt, pillar up. We just break one, and it will all fall. Cool. So yeah, like I said, I'll clean that kind of stuff up later. I'm not too concerned about it right now. And it's gravel. It's stuff that we can use. So yeah, with that taken care of, we're going to set up a couple of things. So we're going to have a barrel for... So, okay, we're going to put stuff. Let's get rid of some stuff in our inventory and try to get everything kind of taken care of. Also, you know, move these guys. All right, so we will maybe want another thing of another item barrel. That is potential, but let's get rid of the cobblestone for now. And I don't need my bucket. Forging hammers we'll use. I don't need the diamond wand or the calculator. Okay. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to have inserters. And for now, let's actually just use one of these chests. I will manually move stone. Cobblestone, that is. So we will have a cobblestone insert. And I got to remember, they pull from the way towards you. So if I do this, we have a conveyor belt. This goes the way you look. If I put, for example, stone in there, it picks it up and puts it on the belt. Okay, so we put cobblestone in there. And then we'll have our 2 reinforced furnaces. I guess here and here. Now these require power, and hopefully they work with the inserters. That is the only thing I have not tested, and I really, really hope is true. So we will have 2 inserters. They pull towards you. And then these guys will pull the outputs. We'll get a conveyor belt, and actually we're going to go a little bit of a ways. And this will go into another inserter that will just have backup storage. And this is going to be for stone. So then we can have, you know, we don't need any of this like that. We just put another conveyor belt like so, and it will pull into the barrel of stone. So why we are keeping an extra barrel, it's solely for the fact that we want this system to overflow. Like, basically, we want to fill up this barrel. We want to have enough production so that we make just a ridiculous amount of stone plates to the point where everything backs up. And so extra storage is always good. So this guy will pull out of there, and we'll go along a conveyor belt like so. And these guys will pull out from there, put into the forging hammers. These guys will... Nope, that's conveyor belt. Wrong item. Pull out of the forging hammers. And for now, we're going to get rid of that. to put conveyor belt back to our item barrel, which will be full of stone plates. So this is the system, and we can expand it. That's kind of the idea. So last thing we need is an inserter here, and that should... can you not pull out of there? Alright, then we'll just use a chest. Hopefully they can still... Let's see. If we put some stone in these two. Let's see if you can put into the... No, you cannot. Dang it. Alright, well that's fine. I like how the barrels actually stop you from using it all. That's kind of cool. So we're going to want chests. I don't know that we have... Do we have many more iron chests? Do we have any more iron chests? That is a better question. I don't think so. So let's go ahead. Actually, we have 2 more iron chests, which is exactly how many we need. And I know that iron chest works, so the only question left is, will this actually work? So we'll put this here. And that works. So the idea is eventually we will have a system that puts... these items will be put into a... like a minecart chest that'll go over to our storehouse, and we can store the items in an item barrel as we have more and more of them. So let's just make sure that this works completely before we wrap things up today. Now, one other thing that I want to do, and we'll do this real quick because it shouldn't be too bad. We have plenty of stuff. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work together. That is a bummer, but it is what it is. Put those in there. We don't need to keep the tree tap on us all the time. So the last thing is let's get some cobblestone and see if this works the way I want it to. Hopefully it does. Okay, you can insert in, and you immediately pulled it out. That's not what I wanted to see. Now we can blacklist cobblestone. It's making something else. I actually don't remember what cobblestone makes. I think it might make gravel. 2 cobblestone make 1 gravel. Yeah, so we don't want that. So we're going to blacklist on here. Cobblestone. And that didn't work. Blacklist cobblestone. Maybe it's that. I've never worked with these before, so maybe it's that. And let's see if that works now. Nope. Alrighty then. I guess those use the item. So let's see. Check meta. Whitelist. It shouldn't be that way. So let's actually turn you off. And okay. Now will you actually work? If this actually works, then we're good to go. It's whitelisting cobblestone. Oh man. What if we just grab a piece of stone and tell it that instead? Nope, not doing anything. So it doesn't like these, is what I'm gathering. That is unfortunate. Alright, so I'll have to mess around with this a little bit. We might need to use, unfortunately, I want to use a powered furnace of some sort because I don't want to have to fuel it. But that being said, if these guys can't deal with that, we'll need to use something else. And that actually would just save us a little bit of time. What if we get rid of this? Let's try one more thing. And if this works, then we're going to put... I'm going to let these guys go a little bit. And let's just take half of this and let it smelt in that one. Let's try using buildcraft pipes. If that works, then we can do a little bit more. So we're going to need... Those are input. Those are powered pipes. Do we have any item transfer pipes? No. Okay. So let's see. How bad? Let's see. We want wooden transport pipes. It's glass and... Okay, that's not bad. And then... transport pipes. We'll also need some stone or cobblestone. Oh, those are really easy. Okay. So we're just going to need a piece of glass. Just get some sticks in there, why not? And then we make the wooden transport. We're going to need some redstone engines. Those might be a little bit annoying. Let's just get rid of the calculator. Okay. Redstone engine. I don't know if we're going to actually need it or not, but we might. It's a forging hammer with a wooden. That's super easy. Okay, so we can use buildcraft pipes. I don't want to use them too much because I like the inserters and all that, but we'll do what we have to, basically. So glass into wood. Nice and quick and easy. And then we just grab one of these guys and make a stone transport pipe. So let's take this stone out and right, they don't like touching each other. Cobblestone. Cobblestone structure. Cobblestone transport pipes is the same with cobblestone. Okay. I mean, we can make more stone transport pipes. That's really easy. So let's just get 2 more of those, I guess. And I don't know if it will... So the concern is I don't want them to bounce around. And so we need to... one way, or we can just completely ignore and do that. So now we just need some engines to power those, and hopefully they work the way I want them to. And if that does, then we have a factory. So we have one redstone engine. We're going to focus on just one for now. If one works, the other one will. We'll just need to make another redstone engine, which we'll do later. And I'm trying to end this episode because it's gone on a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But this one's going to get more. And then this just needs a lever. And that should start running. And it's pumping the cobblestone out. These are sighted. I gotta remember that. Okay, so we'll fix this next time. Like I said, I'm pretty sure most calculator stuff is sighted. So we're gonna have to unsight it, basically. But we should be able to finish that up. And we'll have all the stone plates that we could ever want. So I'm going to put some of the stuff away in here. And then the last thing I want to do, before we go check, we're going to check the, why am I running over here? We're going to go check the quarry. But before we do anything else, we're going to want to make a couple things. 6, 7, there is a cauldron. And then we're going to want 2 weighted pressure plates because we're going to make a drum. And this is going to enable us to clear out all of the creosote oil in here. And I believe, let's set it here for a second. And I want to see, we have these fluid pipes. Let's see if they work quickly and easily or not. We also have some iron tanks. We could use those as well. I like drums because you can pick them up and move them around. And there we go. So these are both empty. And what that means is we can have all of our coke ovens in here, kind of in the back or something, and drain into a single creosote oil drum. And then we have creosote oil. So let's go check our quarry, see how much stuff it's gotten so far. In about an hour worth of working. And we'll see, it's probably not very far down, so it's probably not going to get much of anything. Still hasn't broken the water. But we have a lot of cobblestone, and that is good. We also have some dirt, which is also good. So that's going to be it for today's episode. Next time, we're going to finish up the factory floor and get our stone plate production going. And then start looking towards, well, more stuff. Something else I should mention, we are going to have a factory to make different components and whatnot. So the stone plates, potentially some other things. I don't know what all yet. We'll have a smelting factory, and then we'll probably have a processing factory. So something that uses the assemblers to make different things, depending on what we give it and all that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to make a lot of factories. We'll probably level a lot of this land, which sounds ridiculous, but it's something to do while we wait for things to happen. So that is the plan for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!